So this year didn't go as planned. So what now? Do I throw out my budget? Do I ditch my goals? Say forget about it. You're listening to Business by the Books, the podcast that teaches you how to use your financials to manage your business. My name is Danielle Hayden. I am the founder of Kickstart Accounting Inc., where we use bookkeeping as a vehicle to help business owners take control of their numbers. And I've helped thousands of business owners, just like you, make informed financial decisions for over a decade. Today, we're diving into what exactly it means to reforecast for the back half of the year. In this episode, you can look forward to why do we need to look at the future of our business? What is a reforecast, and do you need to have one in your business? And how to end the back half of the year with intention. So if you are frustrated with your progress this year and don't know what to do, stay tuned, stay with me. Now, when things don't go as planned as entrepreneurs, it is just really part of being a business owner. It is just part of entrepreneurship. And I know when I first started in business, it was really hard for me to overcome the fact that I was setting goals and not hitting them. And I felt like I was watching everybody else on social media, in my masterminds, in my business groups, hitting their goals month over month, year after year. And I felt like I was falling behind or falling short when I didn't hit my goals. And I had to really lean back into a practice that I learned back in my corporate days. When I worked in corporate as the chief financial officer, it was my job to use the numbers to help the CEO, the board of directors, the investors, the management team, to use the numbers to manage the business. We used the numbers to look backwards, right? We looked at what was happening in the business, what had just happened, what worked, what didn't work, where did we go over budget, where did we stay under budget, and then we took a future look at the business to see where the business was going. And it really helped us by looking backwards and forward to help us decide what actions we needed to take as a leadership team to best support the goals of the business. So I do believe that every single business owner needs to not just look backwards, right? Not just look at the bookkeeping, not look at what just happened, but also to look at the future of our businesses. Now, so many of us do this at the end of the year, around November, December, January. We're all setting goals, setting intentions, and being really intentional about where we want to see the year. But just like New Year's resolutions, they tend to fall off and we lose momentum. And I find that as we hit summer, it's an opportunity to either double down and refocus or to find a coasting, right? Like we can either coast through the back half of the year, accept defeat, or we can refocus and replan. So back in my corporate days, we did what we called the reforecast. And at the time, it actually drove me nuts. I would get so mad at the management team because we would do the reforecast and I felt like it was accepting defeat. Like, okay, we didn't hit our revenue goals. We spent more money than we thought we should. We spent more money than we intended to. We spent more money than we had planned. And now it's giving us an out that it was okay to not hit those goals. And we were just going to be okay with that overspending. We were just going to be okay with not hitting our revenue goals. And what I learned through the process of doing this with our board of directors and investors was that that's not at all what we were doing. We were just being realistic. Changes happen, especially in today's market. Things are happening so fast. We have to be able to reset and reprioritize as we move throughout the year. The budget is so important. So at the beginning of the year, we always set the budget. And this is what I call static. Like the budget never moves. The budget is set in place. And that is where we thought we were going to go for the whole year. And so it's still important, no matter what, even if you reforecast, that you're still comparing your financials. You're still comparing your actual results to your budget. So you're comparing what actually happened to what you thought was going to happen. But if things are so off track, the reforecast gives us an opportunity to say, what do I want to happen now? Now that I have more information, What do I want to reinvest in for the back half of the year? Where do I want to react in my spending? Maybe that means I need to spend more because I didn't spend enough in the first half of the year. Maybe it means I need to cut back in the back half of the year because I really went and spent over my budget for the first half. Maybe the advertising and marketing initiatives that I had planned for the first half of the year, they didn't work. I'm not hitting my revenue goals. So I have to reset to say, where am I going to refocus my efforts to make sure that I'm hitting my revenue goals and spending with a plan, spending with intentionality for the next 6 months. We'll get back to the show in 1 second, but real quick, are you an entrepreneur or business owner struggling with the complexity of tax deductions and salary structures for yourself? It's common to feel lost in the maze of tax regulations and unsure about how to effectively pay yourself from your business. Navigating these challenges can be daunting, leaving you with more questions than answers. But what if there's a way to simplify this process, ensuring you maximize your deductions and set up the most beneficial compensation strategy for yourself? That's exactly what our guide on the top tax deductions for every business owner and how to pay yourself as a business owner are for. These resources are designed to demystify the essentials, helping you understand and leverage tax deductions and outline a clear, effective strategy for your salary as a business owner. Through these guides, you'll learn the key deductions you shouldn't miss, strategies for tax-efficient salary and owner's draws, and much more, ensuring you're financially optimized and compliant. So if you're ready to take control of your financial health with confidence, head over to kickstartaccountinginc.com/gift or click the link in the show notes and download your free resources today. Okay, back to the show. So the reforecast is something that I recommend every single business owner do. This is why we offer CFO services here at Kickstart Accounting. I know that it is so hard to stay accountable as a business owner. Look, guys, you have so much to do, right? Like, I am familiar. I get it. I am a mom. I've got 2 kids. I am a business owner. I have an entire team who is knocking at my door or waiting on me for something. And that's why I need accountability. I've shared with you guys, even though this is what we do, right? We do bookkeeping, CFO, and tax work for our clients. I have a team. I have a money team as well. I have a CFO who allows me to step out of my business to look at the big picture, to be accountable to the budget, to be accountable to reforecasting as we move throughout the year. So I need accountability just like you do. And that's why we offer CFO services for our clients, so that we can not just look backwards, because that is important, right? The looking backwards is so important, but we also have to have the opportunity to look forward. And I just want to pause, because for any of you who are actually opening your snapshot that we're sending you, any of you business owners who actually have bookkeeping in place in your business, I want to take a moment to celebrate you. Not everybody does this, right? Like, you are the brave ones who are stepping over your money mindset, who's saying, I might not be a numbers person. I might not totally understand this information, but I'm going to allow this team to help me. And I'm going to allow myself to stumble and fall and be confused and do it anyway. I'm going to look at my snapshot. I'm going to book the calls with my bookkeeping team. I'm going to review the information to ask myself what's working, what's not working. So first of all, congratulations for being one of the business owners who actually lean into this. Now, for those of you who are ready to start looking forward, remember that this is your opportunity to set your intention to look forward. You don't have to wait for the end of the year to set a budget for your business. So if you didn't do it back in January and you're ready to set a budget now, I want you to go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/CFO to learn more about how we set budgets with our clients and how you can be held accountable to your results compared to your budget, where you thought you were going to go. And then have the opportunity built in month over month to reforecast, because things change. It is the accountability and the permission that you need to be fluid in your business. Reforecasting is everything to me now. I have learned throughout the years that I can set a plan at the beginning of the year, and then I can be mobile, I can pivot as I learn more information, as I learn what's working and what's not working. I get the opportunity to reforecast and to reset the intentions as I go throughout the back half of the year. So this is your call out for action. I want you to end the back half of the year with so much intention. You do not have to coast just because the first half of the year didn't work out. So whether you do it with our support or on your own, take the time, put it in your calendar right now to either create the budget for the next 12 months or to reforecast the back half of the year with the information that you now have available. If you need support, go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/CFO. We offer that accountability. This is like the personal trainer of the money team. We want to be a resource for you. Now, go take action.
I have a favor to ask. If you have gotten any value from this show and you want the show to continue to grow and keep providing you with strategies for financial growth and efficiency, simply leave us a rating and review if you're listening on Apple or Spotify. Those reviews really go a long way in attracting more listeners, and honestly, they really make my day. So if you're feeling up to it, we'd love to see a rating and review from you. Either way, thanks so much for listening to the show.